entire world and humanity.
You're absolutely right, and this is exactly the spot where Steve Jobs got the inspiration to take Apple, his company, to the next level, and in fact ended up making it as one of the most valuable companies in the world. This is where he picked up that inspiration from. Swamiji, thank you so much for being here. What's your opinion? I'm sure you understand the depths and the profound resonance that the Kumbh has had, not only in India but throughout the world as well. Once again, I'm going to reiterate, according to me, this is only possible in India. The confluence that we have gotten to see is only possible in India, because it's not only the land of rituals and the land of tradition and culture, but it is also a land of accommodation. It is also a land where tolerance is practiced.
Yeah, very nicely said once in a song that it happens only in India. So whole of the world can witness it. Ishwar, this Rahul Ishwar, so you said very nicely. Look, on the very first bath, I was little bit disappointed by the mismanagement or maybe the lack of the roots. But what happened, with me was a Japanese Mahamalleshwara, my own Guru Mother, that is Keku Aikawa. She is known as Kela Devi, and she asked me, how many people have gathered here? I said, maybe 15-20 crores. So she said, oh, whole of the Japan is here at the bank of Ganga. So this is what? This is the only opportunity for the world to come at a single platform. And all the wise persons of this world have understood this, and they try to be here to take a dip in this holy river. Look, when we talk about Sanatana Dharma, it's not about any religion. Religion is altogether a different thing, and this time we have proved it that Dharma is the resource, it's the only source for all religion. And because of that, Oriental Brotherhood, which we talk about, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and that's the national slogan now for all of us, for the nation, for the international level, or for the international peace scenario. So this we have fulfilled this time. First, second bath and third bath, it was like, at the first bath I used to say a quote, that रात के बाद वही रात का घेरा निकला, जुल्मों के शहर में सूरज में अंधेरा निकला. So I was little bit disappointed, but as soon as Vasant Panchami baat came, I said, यूं तो बनती है हर दिन राखी होली और हर रात बनती है दिवाली, लेकिन क्या हर रोज छिटकती जैसी आज छिटकती पूरब मिलाली. That directly denotes that we all, as an innocent saint, we are already surrendered all of our existence towards the Shiva, towards this Sanatana Dharma, and sometimes we get disappointed, that time we get depressed. But as soon as we find any ray of hope, any ray of Sanatana Dharma emergence, you rightly said in the very first line, you said that this is the time for Hindu Renaissance, this is Hindu Uday Kal hai, and this is like a Bhakti Andolan. At that time what happened? Everybody was singing towards the surrender towards the God, and now like a movement of Hinduism, whole of the world has been appealed to come, watch us, trust us, and see, taste us. Will prove that it's the only Sanatana Dharma which can unify all of the world as one. That's why this Kumbh Mela has proved that no other country, no other religion, how many were gathered at Vatican during this church, how many gathered at Makkah, but this is the topmost, you can say, gathering of human heads, not only heads. There was no incidence of, you can say, mob hysteria. That's the very great thing. Whenever a few people gather, there is a scene of mob hysteria. But this time at Kumbh Mela, there was no mob hysteria. The stampede, we saw a little bit of incident. That was not any hysteria. That was just a running up. But whenever in any of the religion of this world, so many people, or just 1% of such people gather, there is a psychological phenomena which psychiatrists or psychologists say that there is this mob hysteria occurs there. But at Kumbh Mela, multi millions have there, and they have got a single idea: surrender towards the one God, that is Advaita, that is the Trinity concept, and that's why they took a bath at the Trinity River meet, that is Sangam, and we have proved, these Hindus have proved. We all are very happy to have this great incidents from the Vedas, from the Puranas, and this occasion we are able to witness it at the 144th year completion. Right, sir.
Pratham, it'll be interesting to understand from your point of view What has the Kumbh Mela changed in terms of how the world views India, how India views India?
Well, I happened to have the privilege of visiting the Kumbh Mela in 1989, and I spent.
Swamiji, before we leave, some concluding thoughts from you and then we move on.
Yes. Very rightly Gautam sir said that the resonance of mantra was so much that I am still feeling it. I have returned back to Ujjain, and from Ujjain I am at Delhi. I am still feeling the resonance of the mantra, those were going on all of the session. And the second thing is that Rahul already hinted and said it very nicely, that we used to put a slogan, Jai Jawan Jai Kisan Jai Vignan. Now there should be one topmost thing, that will be Jai Adhyatma also, because it's the alone thing from India that will lead all of this humanity, all of this world, to make this earth a better place to live upon. So there should be Jai Jawan Jai Kisan Jai Vignan Jai Adhyatma also. And through your channel I appeal the government that they have succeeded into this. They have succeeded to prove before the world, before the whole of the humanity, that this is what the spirituality that leads all of the humanity and that emerges from our great country, that is Bharat, that is India. Thanks.
Gautam?
Well, it is the one thing that everybody said, that all this that sometimes is raised, caste, creed, all that went for 630 million people, all bathing in the Ganga, visiting all the temples that are on the banks in the near about places, the Vasuki temple, the source of the Saraswati. There are many things to see.
And take this question from you as well. When it comes to hosting these mega international events, does India only need a PPT on what it has done for the Kumbh?
Well, we can, the nature of hosting our Olympics and the nature of the Kumbh runs itself. All you have to do is make sure that you provide the facilities as much as you can. The other events are more bureaucratic and governmental in nature, infrastructure in nature, with a lot of international standards to be observed. Can we do it? Without a doubt, we can do it. Will we do it? I'm sure if we take it on, we have always done it, and there is no reason why we won't do it again.
And what is India's greatness? Vivekananda Swami rightly says, every nation has a core identity, and India's identity is spirituality. If America's identity may be, or Japan's identity may be technology, America's identity may be arms and their economy, every nation has their own uniqueness. Every nation has contributed to the world. The ancient Egyptians had the pyramids, the Chinese had the Chinese wall. See, India's greatness is that spiritual culture of inclusiveness, of pluralism, of celebrating everyone. What Swamiji rightly said, that dharma's essence is there. Dharma, you can call it way of life, spirituality, heritage. It's not mere narrow sectarianism or religion. It's much beyond that, where we celebrate every faith in the deep, and we have inspired that across the world. So I think India has a great role in the world, where extremism is on the rise, sectarianism is on the rise, bigotry is on the rise, clashes are on the rise. So India has a message to the world. That's the reason why I still remember reading a book when I was a teenager, Wither India, Wither Mankind. That means when India gets withered away, the entire world gets withered away, because there is a unifying message that we bring. So I hope we will be able to celebrate that, radiate that, and on another less spiritual mode, this is India's soft power. We should be branding it. We should be marketing it in the Committee of Nations, and we should not be shy about it. I am deeply spiritual person. For me, this is all spirituality. Having said that, there is also an aspect of marketing and branding. We shouldn't shy. When the British can even use Kohinoor to brand them, they are using our Kohinoor to brand them. So why can't we brand our